Hey guys, Elite Series Pro, Destin Demarion here. I'm going to talk a little bit about how I like to set my drag on a spinning reel. So there's a couple different trains of thought here, when you're setting your drag on your spinning reel. First, let's just talk about where the drag is located. So on most spinning reels, it's going to be right on the top here. You can adjust it by turning it right and hear it click, or turning it left, which loosens it. So right tightens it and left loosens it. Pretty simple, pretty much the case with everything that goes on. Some companies, I know a lot of saltwater reels, I think do the drag on the back, but every reel I've ever owned for freshwater fishing has been right here. So that's something to remember, where the drag is and then how to set it. So let's talk about how I like to set mine. So right here I've got a drop shot rig. This is something we just got finished using a lot up here on the northern swing. So I just kind of pull my line out usually to check how my drag is, because a lot of times I'm adjusting it a lot throughout the day. This is pretty tight. This is honestly about what I like to have it at most of the time. I like to probably go a little tighter than most, and reason being is, I don't like to use my inner reverse, I don't like to back reel. I like to let my drag do the work for me, and that's most of the reels now are very high end. This is an Abu Garcia Premier spinning reel. They're high end enough and the drag is good enough where you can allow the drag to do its job and not have to back reel. So let's loosen it up just a touch, just to show like how I would normally adjust it. So right now it's pretty loose, as you can see. I like to have it where I can pull it off but not super easily, and the reason being, so I'm going to turn it up, the reason being is I like to be able to get a good solid hook into that fish initially. I'm of the train of thought that it's more important to get that hook set into that fish and then worry about adjusting the drag. So generally I want to make sure that hook gets in there, so I want to tighten the drag. This is pretty good too. I might even take it up just to click, but that's about how I want it, where it's a little bit difficult to pull it off. So then I'm going to get a good hook set into them, and then as I'm fighting the fish, then I can adjust the drag as I'm fighting them, and that's what I like to do. Just make sure you're turning it back to what it was after you catch the fish. It's a little bit something extra to think about, but this is what works for me, and it definitely helps get that initial hook set in, and then you can adjust to play that fish out. So that's how to adjust the drag. This is how I like to do it, and I hope it helps you guys.